What is up? My name's Anthony and you're watching Crypto Ride, the YouTube channel that helps you navigate the ups and downs of the cryptocurrency asset class through news videos, technical analysis videos like the one we're about to get into, and project reviews. Before we get into this video on Ethereum and its recent price action, I just want to take a quick moment to thank all our new subscribers and recent subscribers for joining the community. What I want to do today is just start with Gecko and talk about Ethereum. And I want to talk about how over the course of the last 7 days, it's up 9%. And if you click on Ethereum and go a little deeper, you'll also see that the last 14 days, Ethereum's up 15%. So we're not talking about major gains here, but we are talking about significant gains, and specifically significant because Ethereum is the #2 project by market capitalization. So we're not talking about these small coins. You know, this is a blue chip crypto. So an article called Ethereum Price Flashing Bullish came out on Cointelegraph yesterday. And since this point, the Ethereum price has only gone up. So I was reading this article and I want to just point out a couple things to you guys. And it's talking about the 15% move upwards. While this is not terribly exciting and not convincing enough to indicate a trend reversal, the excitement comes from the interpretation that if Ether bottoms and reverses course, other ailing altcoins will follow suit. Now, I'm not saying that we're about to hit an alt season, but what my gut feeling tells me and what happened back in 2018 is Ethereum and Litecoin actually kickstarted the rally that would affectionately be dubbed alt season. Now, again, I don't think alt season is coming, but I do think Ethereum can kick off a rally that sets off Bitcoin. So let's take a look at the charts. And let me just put a date on this video. This is Monday, September 16th, and it is roughly 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So the good news is we've been in what we call here a descending wedge or a falling wedge pattern, which is a pattern I've talked about in videos before this one. But even though this looks negative, the tendency of a falling wedge is for coins to break out to the upside, which is what we're beginning to see here. And this isn't a 4-hour or 2-hour chart. This is the daily chart. So you can see we've got some significant data. We have a little bit of volume coming in to support it, but not so much that I'm completely going all in on a swing trade just yet. Now, the rule of thumb to confirm a breakout on a falling wedge is that you want to see this price break out to the second point on the wedge. So for my purposes, I want to see the price of Ethereum hit $233 before confirming that we're definitely out of this and heading higher. And that's a long ways away from where we are right now at $197. And obviously we've got to get through that psychological level of $200 first. And I want to show you a few other areas that might come into play in the very near term here. And what you're looking at here is the Fibonacci retracement. And you can kind of see where these Fibonacci levels pan out. And I like the way this lined up. And so I think this could give us a good idea as to where we might see resistance on the upside if we continue to climb. So I think the first one, which is really notable, is this level here, which is around the $210 price point. So first we've got to get through $200, of course. But once we pass through the psychological barrier, I think we could see resistance there. And then again at 236. But really in and around that $230 price range, I think that's going to be a really critical level. And you can see how hard we fell off this the last time we tried to breach it. Tried to break it here, tried to break it here. So that's going to be a big one for us. The next thing I want to talk about with you guys is the stochastics. You can see we just had this crossover, which is a bullish move. And the last 2 times that we saw the stochastics have the bullish crossover, we had positive price action. So I just want to point this out, not to get everyone too excited, but just to talk about where we could go. So back on April 2nd of 2018, if you would have gotten into that trade, that would have been a really simple one because look, it just went straight up. So there wasn't much volatility in the price to scare you out of a trade. So that would have been an easy 108% gain. So I'm not saying it's going to go up like this again this time, but it very well could. I want to have another one back here if you just want to take a look at it. This traces all the way back to 2016. Now, if you would have got in where that crossed over and held until the top over here, well, that's a 4,548% gain. So, but of course, that would have been if you got in at the very, very beginning. And God bless you if you did. But God knows I didn't get in quite that early. But this is definitely bullish. But I'm not telling you to go ahead and put all your money in Ethereum, and I'm not a financial advisor. In fact, I do want to show you one bearish indicator. So this is a death cross. This is the 50-day moving average. These are momentum indicators and they are lagging. So I'd have to imagine that we're starting to see this upside. I'd imagine this will climb right back out. And then of course, once we cross back up, that's the golden cross. So keep your eye out for that. All in all, I'm excited about Ethereum. I think the crypto market is due for a breakout. Obviously, Bitcoin is due for a breakout, and maybe Ethereum could be the influence that Bitcoin needs to get some people excited about cryptocurrency again. I think the market sentiment has been so mixed over the summer. We got a little bit excited, we got overheated in June, and we've just been kind of cooling off. But historically, Q4 in the stock market is generally the best quarter. And in 2017, we all know what happened in Q4, and we're starting to lead up to that now. So I think we could be in for some nice gains if you guys can just handle some more volatility. And maybe you won't even have to wait that long. But I want to thank you for watching and remind you to enjoy the ride. If you like what you saw, don't forget to subscribe and smash the likes if you're excited about Ethereum. And I'll see you guys in the next video.